Hello everyone, this is Arwen from Even Star. Welcome to Facebook Live for this evening on Full Moon Eve. Apologies if anybody is wondering why I'm a minute late. I have to admit I actually got caught up in Instagram, which I haven't been on for a while, and got distracted, so that's not very good. I do apologize. Anyway, here we are in the third week of March, and we have some amazing energy happening in the skies this week, to the point that I really wanted to do a live about it, because I think it's something that everybody should access. If there is one time this year that you want to pay attention to a bit of astrology, then this is the week to do it. We have our supermoon in Libra happening tomorrow in Melbourne time. It's actually in the afternoon. You might have noticed that the moon is in the sky during the day at the moment, and although it has been really cloudy, so I haven't been able to see it, but it's happening 12:30 in the afternoon. So if we get a bit of a break in the cloud, have a look for it tomorrow. Really big bright moon, and hopefully be able to see it at night as well. And then on Friday we have our autumn equinox, so equal daylight and nighttime for this part of the year. Both of these things really give us a great opportunity to access energy of opening up, letting go, and manifesting. There's some really strong manifesting energy, and I know this is something that a lot of people find a little bit woo-woo, but why not ask the universe or whatever higher power you believe in for some help with what you want? But in order to do that, you need to first of all let go of the stuff that isn't serving you. And we can really take our hint from the leaves on the trees. What are they doing? They are turning different colors. They are turning red, orange, brown, and falling off the trees. The trees are letting those leaves go. They have changed from green, where they're the beating heart of the tree. They allow the tree to nourish itself, but now the tree is finished with them. It's letting them go. They're falling to the ground, and this is the next hint to take from what the trees and leaves are doing at the moment is returning to ground, literally. So we need to return back to those lower chakra energies, to that root and sacral energy, our creative energy, our energy of where we came from and where we feel supported and strong and safe. We're returning back to that, and that really is a more inward focused, allowing us to focus inward, allowing us to bring back that yin energy, that feminine, inward looking, stiller, less action energy, because we've just gone through summer, where everything is much more outward focused. You look at even what we all do. We get outdoors, we get outside, we're in the sun, we're in that really masculine yang energy of summer. And now this is the point where we're changing over. Summer is tucking in behind us, and we're still seeing the hints of it. That's the beautiful thing about autumn. We still get some really lovely warm days, but we've got our cool nights and our cool mornings, and we're starting to get those hints of winter, and we're starting to be reminded that we've got that period of darkness, of quiet, of cold, and being able to really look into ourselves and into our hearts and focus back in on home and self, rather than all the outer focus that we've had during the summer. So what does this all mean for how we can use this energy, and also how we're going to feel? We might find that with the day and night being of equal length, it brings that balance between creation that occurs more at night. You think about dreams, you think about accessing your intuition, accessing your innermost thought recesses that you can't do on a conscious level. And so the balance between that creation, and then the daytime, the activity, the manifestation. So there's that we're in that perfect balance period for those two kinds of energies. So it's quite seamless for those two things to come together. And there is really some a really limitless manifesting energy that's happening at the moment. What you do need to remember, though, is that we humans, that we spirits in human bodies, have a finite amount of energy. So you really need to, or could, I shouldn't say need to, you could take this as an opportunity to have a think about and really assess what is your energetic balance? What is giving you energy? What takes your energy away? Is there a balance between those two things? And that is something that's really key for our third chakra, our solar plexus energy. So even maybe placing your hands on that area, that upper abdomen, while you try to think about, you might even want to write it down. What gives me energy? What takes my energy away? And that can also then help you with working out, are there some things here in this list of things that take my energy away that I can let go, that I'm finished with, that I don't want to hold on to? Just like the trees are finished with those leaves that can no longer nourish them, we need to let go of those things for ourselves. So we need to accept that the soil that has nourished the trees needs to rest at this time. And in a way, the soil that nourishes us we haven't been tapping into that as much. That's what I'm talking about. We need to get back down to ground ourselves again. Autumn equinox is also known as Maybon. And this is I think that's a lovely word to think about, and reminds me of May, one of our months of autumn in Australia. Early Australians, or Indigenous Australians, also called it the eel season, because it was the season where the eels were beautifully fat and ready to go back out to sea to breed. So, and many other animals are really focusing on home. They're focusing on reproduction, that sacral, the second chakra energy, and they're focusing on preparing for hibernation, so accessing that deep, long sleep that they can have over winter. The supermoon that's happening tomorrow, as I said, it's in the sign of Libra, and it falls actually at 0 degrees of Libra, which is again a great manifesting energy for us, the number 0. And there are 2 other planets at 0 as well at the moment, so it's really a big manifesting time. So I'd really encourage you to access that and use that. The beautiful, massive light of the moon as well also, I think, really helps us to tap into that second chakra energy, our sacral chakra, our creative energy, to really access that, to let the moon shine the light on that for you. In April, the full moon will again be in Libra, and that is then the closing of that manifesting cycle. So you have that full month to really tap into this, to be able to bring about what you want to release. So it's a cycle of releasing, integrating what's working, what's not working. So it's a great point as well, I think, this is the 3rd month of the year. People always think about doing this kind of stuff at the start of the year, maybe at the end of the year, but we should be doing it much more regularly than that. You don't want to go for a whole 6-month period doing stuff that you really should stop doing, that you need to let go. So releasing, integrating, and bringing the new in to your life. So what we're focusing on, because that's what the energy is about, is balance. So how do you support yourself to do this? I've got some wonderful tips for you, as always, with my Even Star 5-star Wellbeing. So I would suggest enjoying the last of the beautiful blue-purple berries that we've got access to here, which will activate your 6th chakra, which is a great way to look inwards. This is our intuitive, our deep thinking energy from our brow space there, and the blue-purple foods will help you to access that energy. So make the most of them while they're still around, and coming from Australia as well, rather than somewhere overseas. Intermittent fasting, a great way again to actually be able to cleanse and detoxify yourself, which is this is all part of that letting go process. Supporting your liver is really a great way to detoxify, cleanse, again, let go, with lemon, sesame, beautiful herbs for that are parsley and coriander, and also kale, which is a really versatile vegetable. If you want any ideas of what to do with kale, please get in touch. And increasing your insoluble fibre intake. So basically vegetables, especially legumes as well. It's going to help your gut be balanced and detoxify itself. Second thing, movement that I always talk about. So I would recommend some slow moving practices. So like yoga, tai chi, qigong, which really helps us to balance the body and mind aspects in body and spirit. We hold our traumas in our body, and to be able to release them and heal ourselves and balance, we need to do these slow moving kinds of exercise. And also I would recommend thinking about your core to be able to be balanced physically. And remember, everything, it's all one, it's all connected. We want to balance our minds, we have to be able to balance our bodies as well. And having a strong core is really important for balance. So perhaps taking up something like doing a core class of some kind, like CX Works, or wonderful Pilates is also great for this as well. Sleep is the third aspect. Always important for everything. I know I always say it because I still think that people don't prioritize it enough. Sleep is essential to allow us to balance, again, to allow us to activate and access that creativity of the inner mind that happens when we're asleep. And sleep is the only way that our body can actually cleanse and renew itself. If you don't get enough sleep, then your cells cannot do this. So please, please prioritize it. I know it can be difficult with the full moon as well, but access some essential oils to help you do this. Lavender, cedarwood, vetiver, patchouli are all going to be great for you to help with sleep. And, you know, before you go to sleep, ask the universe for that help, for that advice that you want, and see what comes through in your dreams. And you might like to actually write them down when you wake up first thing in the morning so you can remember them. Fourth thing, surroundings. So if we're wanting to detoxify, to cleanse, to let go, we need to make sure that our surroundings are as clean as possible. I'm not talking about cleaning your house, but actually getting fresh air in. This is the great time of year to do it. Not too hot, not too cold. Get those windows open, get the fresh air in. Make sure that you are using things like your salt lamps, like your beeswax candles, to try and balance out the electronic ions that are in our atmospheres. We have so many electronics going all the time, she says on her laptop doing a Facebook Live. But I do have my salt lamp going next to me to try and balance that out. And really, again, the same thing of this is, we think, well, this is, I'm working this for my physical body, but we're actually also working with our spiritual, emotional, mental body as well while we're doing those things. It's all connected, it's all one. You might want to use lemongrass or tea tree oil to cleanse and detoxify, or some great crystals are your clear quartz or selenite for cleansing your surroundings. And if you're especially interested in manifestation using this energy, as I'm suggesting, then Litsia essential oil is the oil of manifestation. And amber or citrine if you're after crystals to help you with that manifesting energy. And then my fifth thing is being, which is a bit more intangible, but as always, recommending meditation, trying to, again, relax your mind, let your mind go places it doesn't go during the normal course of the day. So trying to tap into that inner voice, focusing on your breath. So exhalation is one of the main ways that our physical bodies detoxify. So focus on your breath with a meditation. Do something that allows you to really extend your exhalation, especially, or perhaps to focus on balancing the inhalation and the exhalation, because we're dealing with balance here. Get in the light of that beautiful moon if you can, if we can get rid of some of the cloud that's around down in Victoria at the moment anyway. get out in that light to again activate your sacral chakra, your creative energy. You might like to create a ritual around a full moon. It can be as simple as writing down the things that you've worked out that you want to release. Place that list under a candle. Then you write a list of the things that you intend that you want to bring into your life. So we're actually putting that intention list under a candle. We're lighting the candle to set that intention, and then you can burn your list of things that you want to let go with the candle flame. Obviously do that very carefully. Please don't burn your house down while you're doing that. But that's a really simple way to tap into the energy of the full moon, and really putting things on paper, writing them down, is a message to the universe that you're serious about this stuff. And I think that is all I was going to suggest for things to do for your being, even star 5-star well-being aspect. But I would like to leave you with a beautiful Mabon prayer that I found. It's a Mabon balance prayer. It's by a lady called Patty Wigington, and I found this on a website called thoughtco.com. Equal hours of light and darkness, we celebrate the balance of Mabon and ask the universe to bless us. For all that is bad, there is good. For all which is despair, there is hope. For the moments of pain, there are moments of love. For all that falls, there is the chance to rise again. May we find balance in our lives as we find it in our hearts. I really wish that for all of you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Be well. Namaste.